Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. Yo, what up, comrade? What up, Snej? What up, Sickler? Oh, yeah. We're back on the Warhammer painting grind. Yeah, I pretty much updated my painting setup a while back, actually, for my Warhammer channel, but I stopped streaming as much, so I don't think it's as noticeable. But it's definitely different. I got more of like the, you know, if I'm doing this, you can do a little bit, and it should focus better. There we go, it does.
Thanks.
Now that I got rid of the green mat. However, I need to get another mat. But I also don't really care about this desk, because it's kind of a shitty old desk, so I don't care. So I'm kind of like, whatever. As long as it autofocuses. What up, Glaive Thruster? Draconis, Put Mana. You need to get sponsored, play a new Age of Sigmar video game. I already got a key for it. So I could check it out.
Thanks.
Twitchy the third with the 4 years. Oh my god, put some Crendor Nerds Hypers, Wows, Mommy, his eyes pop up, Americano, Wowies in the chat. For Twitchy. 4 years. 4 years, 4 years. Baker Staunch, 14 months. They were the 14 months.
Thanks.
They were the 14 months. And the DAC with the 4 months. Mamma Mia, they were the 4 months. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spark. And Ikaton with the 45 months. Wahey! 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, not love. Sorry. They were the 45 months. Woo! Dude, I haven't done a painting Warhammer stream, and I think it's been a while. Neat Warhammer stream. is gonna start painting some of my models today. Gotta decide if I'm priming gray or black's better for my mostly gray Tau. Probably gray then. I would imagine. I usually prime in Grey Seer or Wraithbone for like everything I do. Although I got into Zenithal priming a little bit. Big Mama Chunk, 46 months. Thank God for sane Warhammer to save me from whatever hell the Crike is playing. I'm not even gonna look at that. 3, 4, 5, 6. Sword. They were 46 months. Woo! Woo, woo, woo! I also reorganized all my paints and stuff. So I got like a, well, I could probably do the old, like look at that. We got like all the paints in here. And then I got all the paints I use a lot over here. I can like spin it around. I got my giant there. And then I got all my base paints over here. Can't really see that as well, but it's another thingy. I got a lot of paints. I got my, here's my Mega Gargant. Hold on. I haven't really painted him yet. I painted one jar and his arm plate and a boat on his back. That's all I've painted so far of him. But one day he's gonna get more than that, and that'll be a crazy time. Yeah, I've tweaked my setup over the years to the point where now I'm like, nice. It always looks fun, but I don't think I have the time or patience to get into it. I mean, I think of it as like a meditative thing. I mean, you don't have to buy a lot. You can only do like a couple. So, I mean, you know, you don't gotta go crazy. I work nights and I'm blessed my job lets me paint if I get my job done. Hell yeah. I'm blessed my job lets me paint as a job. Yeah, just put on some music, go to town. I do have a wet palette, but I'm usually too lazy to use it. Unless here's the problem with the wet palette is like, a lot of times I'll just paint for like 20, 30 minutes. And I'm usually like, I'll just use the normal palette. For like the wet palette, if I'm gonna paint for like over an hour, then I'm like, alright, maybe I should use a wet palette. Most of the time I'm too lazy. Well, that's the thing is like, you're like, you don't have to buy a lot, but once you get into it, then you start buying a lot. But if you don't really like it from the start, then you don't have to buy a lot. You know? You know? Also, 83% to level 2 hype train. Can we get the level 2 hype train? Twitch Prime, bits, spaghetti. Spaghetti again. A V2 wet palette? Wait, what's a V2 wet palette? V2? Thanks. Baker Staunch, 5 gifted subs. Thank you, Baker Staunch. Fail staff. Swig Gandalot. Swig Olaf the Red. Swig Tenno Bruce. Swig and Viclamin. Swig. I probably said half those wrong. Thank you, Baker Staunch, for the 5 gifted subs.
Thanks.
Oh, it's a new version of the wet palette. Interesting. Olfos with the Twitch Prime. Thank you for your Bezos bucks, Olfos.
Thanks.
Swig. Thank you, thank you. What should I get if I want to try out? Yeah, sci-fi or fantasy. That'll boil it down.
Thanks.
That'll boil it down, alright. Oh yeah, I could probably show off my stuff, because I haven't done this in a while, eh?
A turtle made it to the water.
You like both? Alright, well that's... that's a problem.
A turtle made it to the water.
Honestly, Age of Sigmar, it was more fantasy, but like, it generally has been getting more new models. So if you like newer stuff, I'd probably go Sigmar. 40k is a lot of old stuff. And I feel like they don't upgrade a lot of 40k, partially because people are like, do not upgrade the models, they are fine the way they are. So they're like, fine, we'll just do new models. And people are like, but where are the new models? Like, you're not gonna win no matter what you do. But that's why, you know, 40k I got Necrons. That's all I got. I love the new Cruel Boys. They're literally made for me, dude. Weird ass half orc goblins with crossbows and shit. Like, oh my god, I'm ready. Arkborn with the Twitch Prime. Thank you, Arkborn. Swag. Thank you, Arkborn, for the Twitch Prime. I do 40k because I only like the Imperial Guard, and if I did Sigmar, I'd have like 15 armies. That's my problem. So, like, I got the Seraphon. I have orcs. I have the Auric War Clan, so I have both orcs. I have the Gits, which I still need to build, like, 2/3 of them. I have the Skaven, which I still need to build all of them. I really want to play Skaven and build Skaven now. And then I have...
Thanks.
the other one. Oh, and Beast of Chaos. I like Beast of Chaos, they just suck. But I like... and then I got a couple, like, cool models I liked I just bought just to buy. Gone Link Dead with the 50 months. Did you see the orc previews? I did. By the way, if you want to see any of my Warhammer YouTube stuff, exclamation point Warhammer in the chat for my Warhammer YouTube channel, where I usually upload like twice a week, and I just make Warhammer videos. Mainly Age of Sigmar, because that's what I like, but... It's actually been growing. I'm almost at 7,000 subs on that channel. And that's just been my hobby channel. Soon enough, I'll be getting more views over there. Yeah. Yeah, dry brush. Honestly, doing fur and like scales, it's really just like I'll use contrast paints and dry brushing, and you're like good to go. Especially if you're just painting like 50 skinks. It's like, you know what? I don't care if every skink looks good. Just like throw some contrast paint on him and dry brush him up, and he's good to go. Like, I still need to dry brush these chameleon skinks. These are the new ones. Yeah. I just threw some contrast paint on it. Painted up his little bow thing. Or his bow, his little blow dart thing. And then I just gotta like dry brush it, put some details. There's still other stuff. Thor Valor with the 8 months. Thank you for the 8 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sweet. Thank you for the 8 months. 4. Dark Emperor with the 400 bits. Thank you for the 400 bits, Dark Emperor. And Chopper Dan 100 bits. Thank you for the 100 bits. Yeehaw. Parman wants to get the new Toad just to have it because it looks cool. I'm getting the new Toad because I literally have every Seraphon model, and I'm like, well, I have to keep getting every new Seraphon model. That's literally what got me into Warhammer, so I can't not do it. I mean, who would buy 5 Seraphon Warhammer Underworld bands so that they had a unit of 5 new chameleon skinks? Only crazy people would do that. That's preposterous. I mean, I'll show how I thin my paints once I get painting here. How challenging is painting? That's not too challenging. I mean, you know, you don't have to be like a master painter or anything. It's like drawing, right? It's like anything where when you start drawing or you start painting or you start any type of creative hobby, you're gonna be bad at first. And even if you're not bad, even if you're good, you're gonna get better. So like if you start and you're like a D tier painter, you're gonna progress to like a C tier, maybe a B tier. Maybe you go A tier. You can get crazy. But some people like start and they're already a B tier, and then they go to A tier, and then they go to like S tier, and then they're ascending. So you know, no matter where you start, you're gonna improve. I mean, I'll show you right now. These were some of my first skinks I ever painted. You can tell by the amazing quality. I didn't even paint the staff. I know what I was doing. I was like, there you go. So that's one of my skinks. And in contrast, here's my Maw Crusher I've been painting. So he's a little better. So he's, you know. I still gotta do a lot of details on him, but mainly just highlighting, like the orc dude. I feel like he's pretty much done. There's probably some stuff I could improve, but I'm just like, whatever. He looks good enough. Yeah, I spent a long time on him, and I'm gonna make him in a desert. So this is his base. So he's gonna go like, Now he's gonna be like he's in the desert, and I'm gonna make rocks and shit all over. So I want desert orcs. That's what I'm going for. So I still gotta like paint the base and add stuff. Yeah. Baker Staunch gifted a sub to Thorn. They were gifting Soul. Thorn a sub. Sweet. Thank you very much. Who gave an orc a dragon? I think he found his own dragon. Yeah, like, you don't need to be perfect. Yeah, a lot of it's just I need to do, like, highlighting and patching up some areas and layering and stuff, but, like, the base part and, like, you know, the first couple steps are done. It's to, like, the little detail steps now. Hold on, let me show you. The base is ginormous, honestly. Yo, Crendor, tomorrow's the day getting married. Shit, dude, congratulations. Mamma mia. Hold on, let me show off some stuff here. Alright, so here's my Stegodon I had in the past. That's a Bastillodon. So I just like, this was one of the first models I painted. It's really just contrast. I've shown him off on stream a lot, but I ended up basing him. I've been doing a lot of basing, because pretty much, if you base something, so like I'm just experimenting. I'm like, what if I just threw some rocks and shit? Right? I'm like, alright, cool. So, as long as you base them, it makes everything just look better. You know what I mean? Instead of just, you know, like this compared to this. Even if the base doesn't look great, it's better than, you know, a blank base with just some paint airs on it. So, like, that's that. And here's, like, one base I've pretty much been doing all the environments. So I did, like, water. I got some rocks there. On the other side, I got, like, some dirt and stuff. So that was a fun one. I like doing this one. This is my first time doing water. So it's a little wonky, but, you know, it's getting there. Let's see. What else do I got? I got this guy. Here we go. This one's more like a grassy meadow. That's my engine. This was another one of the models I like painted for the first time, or one of my first ever models I painted. So I was like, you know what? He's been not based forever. I'm just gonna throw some grass on here and, like, you know, paint it up. And it's my engine of the gods marching down. So I'm pretty happy with that. I don't want to, like, go back and redo everything I painted like a year or two ago, you know what I mean? Because, like, it still has that, like, value of, like, hey, that's like what I used to paint, and now I've, like, progressed. So it's fun to look back and see how you used to paint stuff. You don't want to change it too much. What else do I got? Wee woo, wee woo. I got my old Lord Crow. I was like showing him. Here we go. Especially since he's getting his new model. And this guy, he's got a really standard. I barely even did anything. I just painted texture paint and then did that. But, you know, I'm gonna have new Lord Croak soon, so that's neat. But, yeah, he's got his grass and take him in, take him out. Yeehaw. Put him over here.
Thanks.
Wee woo. I enjoy how casually you take the hobby. Hey, thanks. I mean, that's what it is for me. Like, to me, it is a hobby. I'm not trying to win awards. I'm not trying to, you know, do anything crazy. I'm just trying to have fun and just chill out and paint. No longer human. 20 months. They were the 20 months no longer human. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1. 1. They were the 20 months. I'm painting my endless spell. I made it like purple just because I was like, it's kind of like it's floating through space or something. And I just threw contrast paint on here because I was like, I don't know, whatever. I still have to shade it in with Nuln Oil, so it's got like this part, but that's one of the things I've been working on. And then really just like painting battle line units. Where did he start? I bought a couple things online, and then I bought more stuff in a game store, and then I bought some stuff in a games workshop. So really, I bought things from everywhere. I hear GW employees can be really pushy. I didn't have that. Honestly, everywhere I went, everyone was really cool. The local game store I went to, nobody was really pushy. The games workshop, nobody was really pushy. In fact, the guy was like, honestly, I wouldn't buy our, you know, he was like actually telling me not to buy stuff because it's a waste of money. And I was like, oh, neat. And then online I bought stuff because I was like, hey, I got it like $10 cheaper. Nice. That was back when I first started. Now I actually get a lot of shit from Games Workshop, which is crazy. I've gotten, oh my god, a decent amount of stuff. Every new box that comes out, I pretty much get. Even with the Indominus box, I didn't even play 40k. They're like, we're sending you one. And I was like, I don't play 40k. And they're like, you got one in the mail. And I was like, I guess I play 40k now. Yeah. I always say that all the time, though. Some people, like, oh, there's that one YouTube guy. He was like, I canceled my NDA because, you know, I wasn't really getting a lot of stuff from Games Workshop, and I didn't think it was worth it. And I was like, you kidding me? Games Workshop could literally send me, like, a half-open Mornfang Brown that's all banged up, and I'd be like, dude, free paint! Nice! They could send me this skink missing, like, a tail and his staff and his arm, and I'd be like, dude, free model! Like, I don't give a shit. They could send me whatever. It's free. JP was talking about the new Sigmar box today. He might get into it. Oh, shit. I gotta talk to JP then. I'll get him into it. Are 40k and Sigmar very different rules-wise? I think... I mean, they're definitely different. I've probably played like 30 to 40 Age of Sigmar games. I haven't played any 40k games, but I've watched battle reports of 40k games, and it's like... I think a lot of it's just the processes of everything are different. Like 40k, they're like, what's your strength? And then strength compared to your armor and your... I don't know. I don't understand. All I know is... in Age of Sigmar, it's like... Alright, this guy's got a... I don't know. This guy's got a 4-up save. These guys got a... They're charging in, wee-woo, they attack. They roll, they hit on, let's say, 3s. So you roll dice, they get 3s, and then they wound on 3s. So you roll again, try to get 3s. And then if you hit, it's like you look at the rend, and that affects their save roll. So if he's saving on a 4 and they have -1 rend, then he's saving on a 5. And then if they have like -3 rend and he's saving on a 4, it'd be -7, so he couldn't save and he would just take the damage. So it's very simplistic in comparison to, I think, 40k attacking and stuff. Because whenever I see people like shooting in 40k, I'm like, what are these? They're like doing math equations. What the shit? I don't understand, but I feel like it's not too complicated. I'm probably overthinking it. Yeah, I think it's just 40k, but a bit more simplistic for the most part. Battle reports are literally just people playing the game and, like, making a video out of it. I really like Age of Sigmar. I think it's fun. I've played, like I said, I've played like 30, 40 games of it. And, I've played... Half of those are probably Seraphon Lizardmen. And then about I would say a third are, like, Beast of Chaos. A third are Auric War Clans. I think that's just the main 3 I've played. I don't think I've played anything else. But it's been great. I've probably won, like, half the games. Give or take. I probably, maybe a little more. I probably like 55, 60% I've won. I've had some good battles with people. Lionheart with the 4 months. Thank you for the 4 months. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swag. Thank you for the 4 months. The thing is, like, when I play, I don't play like, what's the competitive list I need to bring to win? I play like, I play how I play Hearthstone and shit. I'm like, what's the dumbest thing I can do to try and win? And I just try to do dumb stuff and see if it works. Plus, it depends on who I'm playing. Like, if I'm playing somebody and they're just not taking it seriously, I'm like, yeah, I won't take it seriously either. But if somebody's like, I'm putting together a try-hard list, then I'm like, alright, I'll try a little harder then. You know? Most of the people I played against are cool, though. Like, literally like 90, 95% of the people I played against are cool people. Yeah, it's definitely a beer and pretzel game. Which I like. I think it's great. I'd rather play that. I should probably get a bunch of small units to practice painting on, right? Yeah. The thing is, like, Usually, well, they sell like start collecting things, which comes with like small units, a couple medium units, and then usually like a big unit. Like when you buy the Seraphon one, you get like Skinks or Saurus Warriors, and then you get like Saurus Knights or Ripperdactyls or whatever it is, and then you get like a Carnosaur or a Bastiladon. So you kind of get like all the different things. So it's kind of like a box for your value, so you get a little bit of everything. That's probably the best. That's why they call it start collecting. It's like a good place to start. You can literally just buy like a box of Skinks or Clan Rats or whatever you want for like 20, 30 bucks. And then just buy some other stuff, see if you like it. Yeah, I think gimmicky stuff's fun. Yeah, I don't like playing meta. That's my thing. Like, everyone's like, Lord Croak's meta, and I'm like, I don't want to play Lord Croak now. Triple down to the double turn. I don't mind if they're going down and they're doing the double turn again. As long as they have like some counters for it, like you get more command points and stuff. So it seems like it won't be as bad. I don't know. We'll have to see. I have built Blood Bowl teams. I haven't painted them though. Yeah, honestly, close games are more fun than just crushing somebody and being like, It's like League of Legends. Like when you play shit and you like stomp somebody, it's like, alright, that's fun for like 5 minutes, now it's boring. And then when you get crushed, you're like, alright, this isn't fun. But when it's a close game, you're like, nice. Like close games are just the most fun. Let's see. I'm gonna... Should I work on? Maybe I'll just paint more of this guy. It kind of bothers me that this is all like unpainted up here. So maybe I'll paint his bow. That'd be fun. Hold on, let me get over here. Oh wait, what about this guy? Alright. Okay. There you go. If you want something 40k, here's a Necron guy. Yeehaw. He's having fun. Uh-oh. Here's a Necron guy. There he is. Uh-oh. Don't focus on that. Oh! There he is. 40k. Oh god! Dropped him. Alright, he's fine. Alright, neat. Alright. Please get a lot of PP on something as your Fnatic. Next Blood Bowl match, you're currently going to send your Fnatic to the Pro Bowl. Listen, if he goes to the Pro Bowl, it's fine with me. Somebody's got to go. Alright. So, what do I want to paint the bow? Is the question. So I already got the sides of it are gold. So maybe I do a different gold. Like a brass. What if I did a Rune Lord brass bow? That'd be kind of neat. Paint shaking. Neat. Yeah. Okay, so what brush do I want? This brush is okay. I'll just use this one. So usually, let's take a little bit. It's not too bad. Okay. And then, usually I just judge the thickness of it, and then I take a little water. And then... test it. Yeah, a little more. Maybe a little more. Yeah, that's pretty good. Alright. So then, literally just start painting it. The bow, I need more. Gotta just get it in there. I don't know if I want to commit to the brass yet, though. I need more. I'm not getting enough. I think it looks good. Well, I'll paint the sides, that'll tell me. Actually, no, yeah, I like it. Get in here. Yeah. Yeah. Nice, good. Just get it in there. There we go. The back. Actually, no, a little more. I get the back part. Oh yeah, that's better. That's better. Now it's flowing. You can get a little bit underneath. I've got to go too crazy underneath because no one ever really sees underneath anyway. Do you sand your bases or put moss on your bases? Not really. I mean, I haven't done much basing. Usually I just prime them and then put texture paint on it and then I'll paint it. Or you put texture paint on it and then you prime it and then you paint it. Usually I just put the flock on anyway or something. There you go, a little more. Over here. A little bit in there. Up and under. In the nose. I could use a bigger brush, but then I'm gonna end up messing up and I'm gonna have to go back. Well, I don't use flock, I use like static grass. Okay. Which I guess is kind of flock. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I like that. Okay, keep going. Paint the inside again. Alright. Yeah, I think it's going. I think it's looking good. Let's paint over here. Just gonna paint that brass so I can also just paint it something else later. I'm just gonna paint the sides. Okay. I gotta get in between like every little spike thing. Yeah. What if I just... Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Underneath. Alright. Okay. Nice. And... Alright. Good. I can keep going now. I was concerned. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like the brass, but I think it contrasts well with the gold. Woo! Spin it around. There we go. Neat. In fact, on today's Cox and Crendor, Jesse talked about how he wants to build and paint his, what do you call it, Archeon. But he doesn't want to do it because he feels like he'd mess it up, so he wants someone else to do it. But I was like, that's the point. You paint it, then you're like, wow, I did that, and then, or you can paint something else and learn, and then you're like, all right, now I'll paint it, and then be like, wow, I did that. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Oh, I gotta paint the other side. The other underside. Alright. Yeah, you can always redo it too. It's not like you can't just redo it. Okay. Okay, I gotta get in here. I also love with painting, you can just like... You can literally just do whatever while you're painting. You can like watch something. You like put on a movie, you can put on a stream, you can put on a show, you can put on a video. You can just do whatever. Whoops. There we go, there we go. Sometimes I'm like trying to do a good job and then I'm like, you know what, just get it done. Okay, there we go. No one's gonna see the underside of it anyway, I don't care. I'm not winning any awards. Just get that. Alright, neat. So then, I gotta paint this other part of it. I'm watching you while I paint. Nice. You can't play paintball while painting? I don't know. If you try hard enough, anything is possible. Oh god, I gotta like... I have to like get in here. Oh Jesus. Okay. Just gotta slow and steady. Oh my. Yeah, like jigsaw puzzle this. Or like Rubik's Cube. There you go, get in. Someone get on the rope, but I'm just gonna paint over anyway, whatever. I like. Okay. Just. What if? Under the... Okay, between the legs. Right in there. There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. In there. Neat. Alright, I only messed up one part. Nice. New record. Alright, now I gotta get, like, this part. Just kinda... Here we go. And then just... Okay. And then just... Just get it in. Okay. And then I gotta paint the little bulb thing, the little lever. And then I gotta accidentally put my finger on what I just painted. Okay, good plan. Just kinda... Then just... There we go. And then just, you know, don't paint his chin. I'm gonna have to, like, paint up those guys anyway, whatever. Oh my god, alright. Nope. Okay, nope, he's good. Okay. Alright, see, you could just paint all this before you glue it together, but I'm what they call lazy. So I don't like to do that. Okay, that's not bad. I'm building my Sons of Behemat. Nice! My guy is over here. And he's got... I've painted one jug, the boat, and his wristband. So one day, he's gonna have 2 jugs painted. That'll be the day. Yeah, so lazy I'm making it harder. That's how you do it. Sid here with the 52 months. They were the 52 months. Sid here. Hold on, I'll clap in a second after I get this bit.
Thanks.
Yeah. Good. Let's paint the top. Good. It's happening. And twist it. Bop it. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Everything's coming up, Millhouse. Good. Actually, I'll probably just paint this thing brass. Well. Should I paint? Actually, yeah, I should. Okay. Well, I'll clap in a minute. Okay, just gotta paint while the paint's hot. Strike while the paint's hot. Here we go. And then just gotta, there it is. Beautiful. And then I'm gonna paint that thing anyway. There we go. Neat. Hold on, tiny little bit right here. Oh my god. Everything's fine. Okay. Did I paint that? Okay, I did. So now I gotta twist it. The secret's you never stop twisting. And then... Alright, and then twist back. And then... Okay, that's good, that's good. Just gotta get a little under here. Yeah, okay. Alright. Woo! Find this really relaxing, satisfying, happy little trees, Crendor. Hey, thanks. It's like one of those things you're holding your breath, being like, thank you, Sid here for the 52 months. Swag. They were the 52 months. And Nico the Viking with the 2 months. They were the 2 months. 1, 2. Swag. Okay. So. This also painted badly on the gold. I have to like paint another layer on there. I also need to paint another. Oh my god. Well, the bow looks alright now. Hold on, let's see if it focuses. There we go. The bow's coming together. Alright. And we haven't even shaded it yet. Or done a second layer. Or coat. That's the thing everyone tells you when you first start painting. Is too thin coats, right? So, when you first start painting, a lot of people, they take the paint, and they're like, and then they just start painting, or they paint like straight out of the pot onto the thing. And you don't want to do that, because it gets too goopy, and it's too thick. And we're not talking like thick with 2 C's, we're talking like thick with 2 K's. And so, it's gonna look bad. So what you want to do is you get some in there, and then you get some water and you thin it. That way it goes on nice and smooth. And then usually you do 1 layer and it looks alright, and then you're like, alright, then you put on the second layer right after you're done with the first. You let it dry a little bit, and then it looks very smooth, and then it's great. So that's the ideal way of painting, and it helps keep all the details from getting clogged up as well. Because if you're just like taking paint goop and going like blah 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 blah, it's gonna get all clogged and the detail is gonna go away. So it's a way of keeping the detail, and that's why you do it. So I'm gonna let that dry. Usually I do second coats of stuff after like a day. Usually I'll do other stuff and then I come back and then I do it again, so it's like super dried. Or I'll wait at least like in a few hours or something. So I want to do these little wood posts. What kind of wood could I... So I got like dryad bark. That's like the staple. I'll just do that. Sometimes that wood's a little dark. So maybe I don't want to do that. Because dryad bark... I have an example. Oh. This guy. Dryad bark is like this. So it's a very dark brown, but obviously if you like do highlights and stuff on it and like other stuff, it can look brighter. But sometimes I'm like, I don't want it to be that dark. So maybe I can also just lighten it, but I could just use like Mornfang brown. That's kind of a brighter wood. Or even like this flesh color. That's like a brighter wood. Catachan flesh, anime flesh. Shake it up. Yeah, the contrast is actually good. I used that for these chameleon skink trees. It actually looks really neat. I think it turned out good. Yep. Rhinox hide. Oh wait, yeah, I got Rhinox hide. Oh yeah, I guess so. Hold on. Yeah, the camera focusing is a lot better than before. I think it was the green cutting sheet thing. Alright. It's like... And then here's dryad bark. So you got like... There's a little more redwood. There's like a darker wood, and there's like a brown wood. I'm gonna do that. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I did actually get 5 of the underworlds. So what I'm doing is I'm like, I actually have like an entire unit of skinks, like chameleon skinks, then I have an entire unit of new skinks, and then I've got I got too many skink priests, I only built like 2 of them. And then I have like 5 Saurus warriors, but I can just proxy them into like actual Saurus warrior groups as like a leader. So it'll be like, ah, that one's the leader, and you can tell because he doesn't look like he's from 2004. And they'll be like, wow, yeah. So it works out. I've been thinking about getting a Warhammer figurines, looking to start a Skaven Clan Scryer since Underworld's my Blood Bowl team. Nice. Honestly, yeah, Skaven's a good one to get into, because you can just get clan rats, or just plague monks and whatever, and you just paint those, and you learn how to paint from painting a lot of rats. Many, many rats. This is a thick-ass paint. So when you thin paint, sometimes you get some thick-ass paints. Oh yeah, there's the Scryer box coming out where you get a Bombardier, 3 Storm Fiends, and a Lightning Cannon. So that'd probably be a good one to get. My color blindness made everything look the same. That is unfortunate. That does suck, dude. So since it's a thicker paint, I just take a big glob of water and I just mix it in. You can't even see what I'm doing. So it was a thick ass thing. Thick ass. And then usually I'll just like make little strokes like that. And if it's pretty easy to control, then that means you've thinned it enough. If it's like you're doing that and it's too watery, then you thinned it too much. And if you're doing that and it's still like pudding, then you haven't thinned it enough. So that's usually my way of telling. I actually like this for the wood. This is a good one. Okay. Also, check out my Warhammer channel, ! Warhammer. It's my YouTube channel, where I have actually a lot of these. How do you avoid thinning too much? It's a lot of trial and error. It's just something you gotta play around with, you get used to. Oh god. I gotta like I gotta get back here. That'll be good enough. And you can't see the other sides, doesn't matter. Alright. Yeah, a lot of it depends on the paint as well. Some paints, like I said, are just thicker than others. Some are thinner, so you don't have to thin them that much. Like a lot of metallic paints are already pretty thin, so you don't really have to thin them that much. Alright. There we go. Didn't even know about it, no doubt gonna check it out. Once I get a job, I can afford such an expensive hobby. The thing is, like, it's always, everyone always says it's an expensive hobby, but really, like, it's expensive once you go crazy with it. Like, initially, it's not too expensive, but the problem that makes it expensive is once you get going with it, you're like, now I want to buy everything, and then you start buying everything, and then you're like, uh-oh, that's not good. Do you want me to start dinner now? You can start in like 5 minutes. Yeah, get up there. Uh-oh. Like, what happens is... this is what happened to me. So, when I got started with Warhammer, I was like in 7th grade. So I was like 12 years old or 13. And my friends got started with it. And then I was like, okay, so I got lizard men. And I had no idea how to paint them or build them. Because they were like metal and shit back then. And I was like, oh my god. So we had fun playing it poorly because we were like, 13. And then being like, alright, whatever. And then, I played like PC Warhammer things throughout the years, and then everyone was like, hey, why don't you go back and like try to play Warhammer again, like the physical version. And I was like, that's not a bad idea, because now like I have money and my brain is like matured and then I'm like, alright, and I can it was when Classic WoW was coming out, so I was very nostalgic, and I was like, alright, I could relive some nostalgia, right? So then I got my Seraphon Start Collecting box, and I was like, oh my god, this is great. And I just started building, and then I primed them, and I started painting them, and I was like, oh my god, I love this. And I expected to just be like, alright, I'll relive my nostalgia, and now I'm good, right? And so, hold on, here's the guy going. I was like, I relive my nostalgia, I'm good, right? And then I was like, well, now I gotta build my Carnosaur. And now I gotta build these things. And then I was like, well, now I gotta get a Slan. Because I tried to build a Slan back then and it went terrible. So now I'll build a Slan and paint them. And then I was like, well, now I gotta get this thing. And I was like, well, now I gotta get every Lizardmen unit that there is. Then I'm like, well, now I gotta play a different army. Now I gotta try Orcs. And then before you know it, you are far down the rabbit hole. And you are a man. And you just got boxes everywhere, and you're like, man, I gotta build that. And I gotta build that. And I gotta paint that. And I gotta base that. And I gotta build that. So that's where I am. Let's see. Oh, I just realized I gotta... But money does help. That's like anything. That's like, man, I can go to a lot of sports games if I had money. Or, man, I could, like any hobby or anything becomes more accessible when you have money. So, I mean, it's like nothing, it's nothing different. Different? Oh, come on, there you go. At least with this, you get something that's like just a chill, creative thing you can do, which is why I enjoy it. Yeah, like you don't even have to play the game. I think I'd probably say that like 60% of the people don't even play the game. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I didn't even plan on playing the game. I was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna paint my stuff and have fun doing that, and then before I know it, I'm playing the game. And having fun. There you go. Oh god. Okay. Man, I like this for wood a lot. I can't believe I haven't used this sooner. Yeah, flip it up. You can't even see. Hold on. I can't even see either. I'll go fast. Okay. More water. Okay. paint this. And this. Gotta paint this. Neat. There we are. Why does the army I like look like it seems one of the more expensive ones, Daughters of Cain? I mean, it just varies. They have a lot of crazy models. I like Daughters of Cain, Mini, the T-pose. Oh yeah, there's one, T-poses. In fact, I played against a guy that used that model. And it was pretty neat. He painted it up real cool. Some armies are just like that. Some armies are Skaven, you can run like a billion clan rats and you're good. Because, you know, Skaven. Get back here. Yeah, there we go. That's good. See, look at that. Wood's coming together. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. You were focusing so well. What happened? What is it auto-focusing on? Here? 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 It's got it. Camera, please. I swear to God. There's nothing else. There's nothing. There's like one paint in the background. It's like, I think it wants to... Oh! We got it. There we go. Alright. Big plays, dude. Alright. Yeah, I think it tries to focus on my hand. The thing is, like, even when I play the game, I play it like I do video games, where I was like, what's an army that's just insane? It's like Skaven, like the Skaven Bombardier is literally like, you can say you're overpowering the Skaven Bombardier or whatever, and he does 2d6 damage, but on a low roll, he just blows himself up. And I'm like, oh my god, how have I not played Skaven yet? This is the most me army I've ever seen. It has been 5 minutes. Oh, I don't care if I mess up, because it's going on something I'm painting there anyway. Neat. Doop. Yeah, jeez. There we go. Like, a lot of time this becomes meditative because you're painting a lot of little details too, you know what I mean? You don't expect to be like, oh man, I'm gonna paint all my things, like, I'm gonna paint these orcs, and then you get into it and you're just like, I'm painting a small stub of Stegodon wood. Doomwheel's the best if you reroll its move and roll doubles, your opponent moves it. I love it. Skaven's definitely my next army. Well, that's not true. The new orcs with crossbows are my next army, but the Skaven are the army after that. Oh, Jesus. There we go, sneak that in. It doesn't really matter if you, like, mess up with a lot of these. So you can just paint over it. That's the thing I learned, because I used to paint and be like, oh no, I messed up, I painted his, I don't know, his thorns brown, or I painted the gold part brown, or I painted that skink brown accidentally. But really, you just literally come back later and paint over it. And you're like, alright, I'm good. So, you know, don't be afraid of making mistakes, essentially. Oh my god, how do I reach this? That's good enough. Let's get a little more. Alright. Neat. Like how I mentioned earlier where I'm like, man, I only use a wet palette when I paint for like over an hour. Now it's been an hour. I'm like, why didn't I use the wet palette? Whatever. Any tips for a new model painter? I have, go to my Warhammer channel. Warhammer Crendor, or exclamation point Warhammer in the chat. And if you go there, I have an entire, video series dedicated to getting started. So if you look on the home page, it's like one of the playlists down there. You can check it out. This is a painting stream. Alright, coming together, coming together. Looking good. Yeah, I used to do one of these like every week, and then I stopped, and I don't know why. I should probably do it again. It's a nice thing to do on like Sundays, you know, like Sunday night Warhammer chill painting. Maybe I'll get back to doing that. Neat. Alright. Oh god. Okay. Alright. Wait, there's an end of classic party? I didn't even know that was happening. What did you do for it? Paint the back. Paint the back. How are we looking? I got it up here. Fist fights murdered by Doomguard. Sounds like a party. Alright, a little bit here. Get up here. Man, sometimes I'm just like, contrast would be so easy here. But I also just like the process of, you have more control when you're doing like normal painting. And sometimes contrast can look too contrasty. So I was doing like, I like doing a combination. Right in there we go. And what the? There's a little thing here? What? There we go. That dinosaur looks amazing, nice color and shade. Hey, thanks. Like, this is just contrast paint. I literally just painted him contrast, and then I painted another contrast over him. That's a really fun thing to do with, like, dinosaurs and stuff. I did the same thing with, this guy. Whoop. Where I just did, like, a green, and then a darker green. And then I just made a cool green I like. And then I've done that for a few other ones. Oh god, and then I hit the microphone. Whew. Okay. Yeah, contrast isn't very good for flat surfaces. Contrast mainly likes curves. Curves and places to dive into. I don't know. Sink into? That's probably a better term. More water. How's this looking now? It's not bad still. Yeah, creases. That's a good one. Yeah, let's get here. There we go. Underneath. Go back there. Oh god, I have to like... Oh god, I have to like get in here. I'll do that later. Let's see. I gotta get this. Little twist. Alright. Back here. Contrast is nice though. It's like anything. It's like a tool. So you can just bust it out in certain situations. Be like, oh, I need some contrast now. Especially for painting like, you know, if you're painting like 50 skinks, and I'm like, alright, I do not want to paint 50 skinks. So I'll just contrast all the skinks and then throw some dry brush on it, and it's good to go. Like, neat. Okay. And then you can always go back later and like repaint some of them if you want. If you really are like, I don't like the contrast look. It's not bad. Could be worse. Okay. A little more there. Listening to Cox and Crendor for 10 years or something. How long's it been? We've done this podcast for... I think it's 8.5 years. We're going on 9. So yeah, it's been a while. I've been on the internet for quite some time. Oh god. That's what happens. You're on the internet for a while. You play the internet game. You grind. You're like, dude, I gotta grow my subs. Gotta get to 1 million subs. Gotta get views. Gotta stream nonstop. And then you know, you get health problems. You get your gallbladder out. You get stomach pains. You get your big toenails removed. And then, you're like, man, I don't give a shit. Then you start going to the gym, and then you start painting Warhammer. That's really the progress of life. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those things... It's crazy how like a difference of 5 or 6 years, or how much of a difference 5 or 6 years makes. Like back then, I was like making WoW videos. I was like making Hearthstone. I'm like, dude, gotta play the YouTube game, man. Keep it going. You're like going to conventions and stuff. I'm eating whatever I want. I'm like living the life. And then yeah, you just get older. And like, you just start doing more what you want. I'm just like, I don't even care if I get a ton of views. Like, I just want to paint Warhammer and chill out, you know? I need more paint. I still got my gallbladder stone on top of my PC in the small tube they put it in. Remember the Crendor Drake? I do remember Crendor Drake. What's your largest Warhammer piece? I showed him off at the start. Some people probably didn't see it. It's this guy. He's my Maw Crusher. And, he's pretty big. This is my hand. So he's like... And here's the Stegodon. So he's like, you know, in comparison to everything. Pretty big. You can literally just step on it. But yeah, he was like, this was a guy where I was like, how am I gonna paint this? And I literally painted him like 10 minutes a day for a month. I would be like, I'm gonna paint his leg. And then I was like, I'm gonna paint his other leg. And I'd be like, I'm gonna paint his wing. And like before you knew it, I was like, shit, dude. This guy's getting painted. And so, you know, there's more I could do for him, but right now I'm pretty happy with it. Yeah. Whee! Let's get some more. Some work. Alright. Little blue. About to come at 35 bits there, 35 bits. Thank you, thank you. I am getting the new Croak, and I'm getting the new goat guy, can't remember his name. Kragnos. I'm getting Kragnos too, because I play like literally every Destruction Army, and then I'm getting the new Destruction Army, so I'm gonna have like... I'm like, I may as well get Kragnos. And I think he looks cool. I haven't considered a Dread Saurian, but I probably should at this point. Has anyone seen Necromunda? I have not. Warhammer painting is kind of like Bob Ross painting. If you make a mistake, it's just a happy little accident. You can fix it later. Or you can just run with it. There's times where like I was trying to paint eyes and I was like, whoop, and it just... I ended up being like, that actually looks kind of like war paint. So I just ended up making it into war paint. And I was like, neat. So sometimes it just works out. Or sometimes you try to paint a wooden rod underneath a Stegodon, and then you accidentally paint brown on his scales. And then you're like, alright. Okay. And then you try to like get some of it off, and you end up making it worse, so you're like, oh Jesus, I gotta fix that later. And that's just how it works. Do you have a different piece that's like your favorite work you've done so far? Might be one of the ones I showed off earlier. I could show off again. I would say... Hold on, let me paint this thing under here. He's probably my favorite. But if I had to pick like a favorite Seraphon thing, or Lizard Men, since I like them, I'd probably pick, I'll show you. I'd probably pick different things for different reasons. Were you artistic before painting miniatures, or is this kind of a new thing? No, I've always been like this. I've always needed some sort of like creative outlet. That's how I got into YouTube. I mean, when I was a kid, I would like write stories, I would play action figures and stuff. I'd like make stories for them and like role play. And then I tried playing Warhammer when I was a kid and like building it and stuff because I loved it. I'd like try making maps, even though it was literally just like construction paper. But I still loved it. And then YouTube videos. I made all my WoW machinimas and stuff, so I'd say that's a form of creativity. So yeah, I'd say I'm just... I think my big thing with Warhammer, when I got back into it, was I was struggling with having a creative outlet, because I didn't really do WoW machinimas anymore. And I didn't really do anything creative in general. So when I started doing this again, I was like, dude, I've been missing this. Yeah. Come on, get in there. There we go. There we go. Oh god, I gotta get over here too. There we go. A little bit in here. Alright. Alright. And can I already got that. What am I missing? Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, it's just like I said, it's just very like zen to do. Like sitting here. Just chilling. Painting. Doing whatever. You could be talking like I am, you could be watching something. I gotta get underneath. Strategy is you just let your shaky hands do the work for you. That way, you're just like, yeah, there you go. Just the brush is moving through the power of, I don't know, whatever causes shaky hands. I am indeed married. I've been with Toaster Woman for almost 9 years. I need to get Dino Tongue. Honestly, one of the hardest parts of painting is like doing highlights and all the little details. The little details where make things crazy. Hold on. Congrats, I just got engaged. Nice, congrats on getting engaged. Honestly, it's great. I love not having to like date. Especially hearing like Jesse's stories and just people's stories where they're like going out on dates and stuff, being like, God, it's just not working out, or they're like trying to play games and stuff, and like, I don't want to play games, but they're like, don't you like me? And I'm like, oh my god. Thank God I'm married. I can just do this. I gotta do a little ant. Here we go. This is where the shakiness comes in handy. There you go. Now I'm giving it the little, just an extra shake here. Really let it work. There you go. Beautiful. Alright, now I gotta get, oh god. Gotta get in here. Okay, this is gonna be an adventure. Okay, so let's... 9 years, remember when you really are seeing someone from the area that doesn't see it. I know, right? Time. Time, man. I got a little bit on this thing. That's alright. And I gotta like. How do I even? I don't think I do. I think I just do that and then forget about it. Jesse was seeing someone for a while and then they broke up. They've been dating like 2-3 years or something before they broke up. I got a little bit under here. Let's see. Actually, I got too much on it. There we go. This is Age of Sigmar, yep. A little bit underneath. Alright, that's not bad. I think I got everything. Now I just have to do it again tomorrow. Yeah. So any other wood parts though? There's gotta be, right? Wearing the Woody glasses. The shit you say to me. Alright. I actually don't have glasses. Somehow, I don't know how. You'd think I would at this point. Alright, actually, you know what? Maybe I paint the arrow. I'm gonna paint that arrow brown. A little water. A little more water. There we go. Stir it up. How's that looking? That's not bad. Okay. Never mind. It's not coming off. I need more. Age of Sigmar did replace Warhammer Fantasy. Although they're bringing back a Warhammer Fantasy-like game. Pretty soon, actually. They announced it like 2 years ago. There we go. See you later, Baker Staunch. I definitely recommend it. And again, just if you want to learn anything, just watch my YouTube stuff. You'll probably learn a lot. Let's see. Oh God. Can I just like? I can't. I get more here. And I just gotta, oh Jesus. Do this, and then I got Nixium in the Warhammer for a bit. He still likes it, he just doesn't do it often. Let's see, a little more. I need more water. Shit's... Okay. Yeah, I think Vermintide and Total Warhammer, or Warhammer Total War, whatever, I think those helped get people back into it too. Honestly, Age of Sigmar has been great. They've been like doing a bunch of new models. They've been updating it a lot. And now the new version comes out. So I'm excited. That looks good. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, every time I see anything 40k, they're like, Space Marines are getting a new thing. More Space Marines. More Space Marines. I'm like, dude, I do not care about Space Marines. I'm not a big 40k person in general, but I definitely don't care about Space Marines. That's just me. There's definitely people that do, otherwise they wouldn't be doing it. And some of them are you. Little bit. There it is. Actually, a little bit. Neat. I was saying earlier, it's like you get caught up in the thing of like, with 40k, like Age of Sigmar, right? Warhammer Fantasy, I think they said used to be, it was like only 10% of their sales were Warhammer Fantasy, and like 90% was 40k. Now it's like 50-50, for the most part. And, it's like this weird dichotomy of people being like, we need new 40k models, and they're like, but wait, don't replace the old models, those are cool models, but wait, we don't need... And it's like you have people being nostalgic for the old models, so they don't want new models, but then there's people who want new models, but they don't want to get rid of the old models, but they have to update some of the old models in order to get new models, so they just want new models, so it's like, I don't know. While Age of Sigmar, there's like, here's a new big-ass tree guy, have fun, and you're like, woo! Whee! Let's see. Alright. Uh-oh. Neat. Okay. So you can see, well, you can kind of see, I did all the wooden post things as I block out the background. I think it actually is focusing on my hand. Let's see. This will probably work better on it. What if you guys come over here? There it is. Okay. Wait. You come over here. There it is. Okay. Wait, now the cup. Hold on. Here we go. Don't focus on that guy. Alright, we were doing good. I thought everything was fixed. Now the camera's like, eh. Come on. Come on. Come on. Any second. Any second. Any second. Any second. I just need like a big sheet to block everything. That's what I need. Oh, it did it! And I really do just need like a piece of paper. Do I even have a piece of paper? Hold on. I need to try it. I gotta have a piece of paper, right? Here we go. Okay. How about this? Okay. We're doing it. So I got all the wooden posts done all around it. Got some more wooden posts done. Got the bow done. It's focusing on the paper. Got the other side done. So, you know, it's little steps, you know? Every time you do something, Then the next time you paint, you're like, hey, now I just gotta paint the spear, and I gotta paint the other guy's spears, and then I gotta paint the feathers. And before you know it, you're good to go. I'm gonna save this paper, because that was actually pretty good. Working. So yeah. I used to paint heavy all the time when I was younger. I wanted to get back into it. Demons, word bears. Now I'm too afraid to put paint on the models. That's a common thing people have. But the best way to do it is just get, like, the cheap cannon fodder models, like, you know, skinks. And just practice on those. And then you can always paint over it anyway. It's not like you can't paint over it. I was going to show you my thing. Alright, so I already showed you that. Here, I'll show you the other ones I showed earlier. So far, I painted this guy. This is the one I based and everything. This is probably my favorite base I've done because I liked doing the water thing over here. So I gotta do more water. I got some rocks and shit. Neat. And then I got my Carnosaur. I also based him. I tried just doing like a rocky, not really desert, but like, you know, well, kind of desert. And he's just rolling through. I always like this guy because he was one of the first big guys I ever painted. So I have like a special attachment to him being like, yeah, Carnosaur. And I'm going to paint another Carnosaur because I want to paint the Carnosaur. This is Saurus Old Blood, and I want the Saurus not Old Blood. What's he called? I can't remember. I got... There we go. Scar Veteran. That's the one. Scar Veteran. And I got my Slaying. You know, he looks alright. Here he is. Fat frog and all. In his chair. Having fun. I like the Skink Priest. This is a guy I painted more recently, trying to do like color blending and stuff. He looks pretty neat. I like him. Star Priest, that is. Why am I not using the paper? There we go. Woo! Are you kidding me? It's focusing on like my fingers. Okay, there we go. Not bad. And then what else? And then my Lord Croak I showed off earlier. I like my Lord Croak. Here he is. Although we're gonna be painting new Lord Croak soon. There we go. Got his little guy. Having a good time. So yeah. That's probably gonna do it for me, because Toaster Woman's probably done cooking. I'm gonna go eat. Do you have base tutorials on your channel? I don't, but that's probably something I'm gonna do pretty soon, mainly because I didn't even know how to base prior to like 3 weeks ago. I literally did all these bases like starting 3 weeks ago, so I'll probably do a base tutorial pretty soon, just because now I'm getting better at it. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Just some nice chill Warhammer stream painting. I'll probably do this like maybe not every Sunday, but I'll try to do it every Sunday, because it's a nice chill Sunday night thing. If you want more Warhammer stuff, !Warhammer in the chat. And that'll show you my Warhammer YouTube channel where I just talk about Warhammer stuff. You can check it out. I got a whole bunch of stuff on there, including building and painting and ranting about Warhammer things that come out. So yeah, !Warhammer. Somebody do it so it'll pop up. There it is. Nice. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you're new here, click the follow button. Follow along. Be alerted when I go live. Check out all the links below the stream. Whole bunch of links down there. Thanks for everybody who subscribed, resubscribed, drop bits, drop tips, gifted subs. Thank you very much for all the support. And I will see you tomorrow. Okay. Okay. See ya. I gotta walk over here to turn it off, so I'm not gone yet.